Hello, this is Dr. Nuke. Right now I want to talk to you about dirigibles, also known as zeppelins. Lighter than air craft with a rigid frame. That's what a dirigible is. The prime example of a zeppelin or a dirigible was the Hindenburg, the giant airship. The giant German airship that exploded and burned in New Jersey in 1937. The reason it blew up and burned is because it had hydrogen in it, and instead of helium. And the Hindenburg was designed for helium, but the Germans couldn't get helium at the time because the United States was the world's major supplier, and there was an embargo against Germany at the time because of the policies of the Nazi government at the time. This was before the First World War started, but the Nazis had already taken over in Germany. Well, the Hindenburg was not the only dirigible. The Germans produced others as well. It was Germans mainly who did dirigibles. Although, well, the United States had built a few too, I guess, but the Germans were the biggest on them. There was another one that they built back before the Hindenburg called the Graf Zeppelin. The first dirigibles were built around the turn of the last century, maybe the very late 1890s. They became possible when aluminum was available on an industrial scale, because aluminum was needed for the frames of these dirigibles. Steel would have been too heavy, and the thing would not have had any buoyancy. Dirigibles aren't really a big thing these days, but who knows, they may come back in the future for transport of large tonnages of freight long distances. A dirigible, by the way, is not the same thing as a blimp. A dirigible has a rigid frame inside it. A blimp does not have a rigid frame. Well, anyway, please like, share, subscribe, comment. This is Dr. Nuke signing off.